Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow.
My mother was pregnant with me. She was working as a assistant to the cook, and she fell, went to the doctor. The doctor had been a doctor for quite a long time. He said, look, you're going to lose this baby. Sorry. And just be prepared for that. And then she went back to the doctor like a week later, and he said, according to him, that it was a miracle, that everything had healed itself. And both my parents are Catholic, but after that happened, my father was literally going to church almost on a daily basis in the morning before he would go to work. And we had always been strong Catholics, but it just got escalated at that point. And I had always felt in my heart that it was a miracle that I was here. And my mother would always remind me of that, and sometimes still does today, that God had played a role in me being here. So when I started teaching, I started actually in Mililani Middle School, and I had chosen to teach in public school because I felt that's where more people needed to be helped. And I had experienced my education in public school also. But when I started teaching there, I started finding myself wanting to pray with the kids. And I was reminded about the fact that when I attended public school, I had a core group of friends, my best friends, that when we were in Koloa Elementary School, we used to get picked up on a bus halfway through on Wednesdays, halfway through the day, and they would take us to church, and then we'd go back before. And so even though I was attending public school, the faith was always a part of our school. We used to pray together before we eat. We used to do things together, and we used to go every Sunday, we would go to church together. So it was almost like a little bit of Catholic private school in there, but not really. But it took my experience being at public school for a year as a teacher to realize that, hey, something's missing here. So that's when I started looking at teaching at a private Catholic school. And that's when I ended up teaching at St. Joseph's School in Waipahu. But yeah, my mother always reminds me that, it was a greater power that allowed me to be here, and that I should constantly focus on, giving back. And so being a Catholic school educator for me is one way to give back. It doesn't necessarily mean that I have to give back to a Catholic school in particular, but I do feel a connection, with the church. And one of the things I found out after my dad passed away that was really touching to me is I was born on June 24th, and my dad's birthday is on July 4th. And we don't know if it was a coincidence or not, but he actually took me to be baptized on his birthday. You see the connections there, and I'm not one to ignore those things. So yeah, I feel like I've been blessed. Even at St. Louis School, there's so many things that, above and beyond, like I said, the true drivers to the success that we've had have been the people behind the scenes. But I also believe that there's been a greater power overseeing us, because there are a lot of things that could have turned one way but ended up going in others.
If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.